And I'm Brady Anderson. Thank you for joining us on this fantastic Wednesday morning. So how's your morning going so far?
It's going great. We've had so many exciting things so far, and if you didn't notice, I touched up my makeup just a little bit.
Yes.
I give Cameron and Kyle props. They tried their
You
best.
did a great job, but
Yeah.
you look much better now. So it was announced last week that Harriet Tubman will be the new face of the $20 bill. So I set out on the UT campus to see just how much students knew about the symbols and people on the U.S. currency. With the announcement that Harriet Tubman will now be the face of the $20 bill, I set out on the UT campus to see how educated students were on American currency. Who is on the $1 bill?
George Washington.
Shoot.
George Washington.
George Washington?
Who is on the $5 bill? Oh, God.
Abraham Lincoln. Jackson. Abraham Lincoln.
I know that it's a president.
Abraham Lincoln.
Lincoln?
Yeah, Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Who is on the $10 bill?
Andrew Jackson.
Is it James Madison?
Andrew Jackson.
Can't think about Thomas Jefferson.
Alexander Hamilton.
Who is the new face of the $20 bill?
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman?
No, I know this.
Oh, no, I know this.
Harriet Tubman.
I read an article.
Harriet Tubman.
Is it Harriet Tubman?
Harriet Tubman.
It's a woman.
Harriet Tubman.
I can't remember.
Harriet Tubman.
And can you tell me who Harriet Tubman was?
She ran the Underground Railroad.
Abolitionist, female, black, great woman overall.
She helped.
So I was pretty impressed with the students. I think the $10 bill seemed to trip up people the most, but for the most part, students seemed to know that Harriet Tubman was going to be the new face of the 20s, so
Awesome.
I was
Well,
impressed.
I know. There's a lot of change happening. So this week, the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity is working to bring peace, hope, and understanding to the University of Texas campus. To start off their Hope Week, the fraternity members taught some community members a new skill. Rachel met up with some alphas and stepped in on some of the fun too.
I'm here in front of Gregory as the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity is launching their Hope Week with Steps for Hope.
It started back in 1992 by one of our older chapter members, his name is Brother Kip Dixon. And basically it was around that time there was a lot of racial tension on campus. So our chapter wanted to bring something to campus to bring about diversity. And one of those things which is something that we do, which is called Steps for Hope, which is stepping. And we use that to kind of invite people of different cultures, different races, and we kind of teach them what we do and they can perform in front of the UT campus. It's real nice to see like how people react to how we step and like what we do. I find a joy in like seeing other people how they react to it. So like some people are like they get frustrated because they really want to do it and they really want to do it well. And like I like that it's like they have a certain passion for it. And then there's some people who like just catch on really easy and it's like, okay, well, you can just take my job and teach them yourself.
Surprisingly, I caught on pretty quickly. Like I just learned it in the past 10 minutes, and it was pretty easy. So they made it really easy for me to learn it as well. Which was very helpful. They were good at it. Well, I think that this is a great week that the Alphas host, and it's just awesome to be a part of it, to see what they do, and to really like be involved with the fraternity. And I think it's great that they're giving back to the community.
I decided to join in on the fun and have Jared Stewart teach me a few of the Alpha Phi Alpha steps.
It's like something that's different from what people usually see, so I think they have a good time doing it as well.
This has been Rachel Melanson. Good morning, Texas.
So I know Rachel told me she had a lot of fun learning how to step. So
Yeah, no, it looked super cool, but as one of the final events of the semester, Campus Events and Entertainment brought co-founders of Black Lives Matter, Opal Tometi, to give a lecture. Our Brianna Stone went to see what Tometi and the UT students had to say about campus discrimination.
On Wednesday, April 20th, co-founder of Black Lives Matter, Opal Tometi, spoke about the issues of discrimination and injustice.
Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And injustice on your campus is actually a threat to justice across all of the campuses.
UT senior and president of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity, Cody Young, says he felt as if his situation regarding racial discrimination from another UT student was handled poorly by the university.
I just think it's ridiculous that, you get in more trouble for cheating on exam. You get essentially blacklisted, thrown out, you can't return. But if you see another student and you hate that student solely based off the color of his skin, you get to come back to the university.
If you're showing outward hate towards somebody, there is no reason you should be on this campus. That is something that that UT should not allow and should not stand for. And I don't want them at UT. They shouldn't be Longhorns, because that seems to stand against everything that this university claims to stand for.
You cannot be neutral in periods like this. You can't. Your neutrality only serves to support the status quo.
There are many other people who've faced similar types of challenges and injustice in their life, and so I believe in coming together with other people who have experienced similar things and making sure that we don't think that we're alone.
None of the things that are happening right now, all the changes that hopefully are about to be made, it wouldn't happen unless Cody went public with this story. If you come forward, think of what you're doing for future Black students or future Hispanic students or Asian students, gay students, any type of student population that's being discriminated.
To me, justice is this never actually happening again. Our lives begin to end the day that we are silent about the things that matter.
Brianna Stone, Good Morning, Texas.
So the Black Lives Matter movement is very important, and UT was very grateful to have such a great speaker come to our campus.
Yeah, it's so awesome to have a founder of such a big movement come and speak here. So final projects and exams, they're piling up. Are you wanting to eat healthy but have a little time to cook? Rachel Melanson shows us how to make a simple 3-ingredient protein bar.
Hi, my name is Rachel Melanson, and I'm going to show you how to make a healthy, no-bake protein bar. Finals are approaching, and I know a lot of us are hungry but don't have enough time to cook. So I'm going to show you how to make a substantial snack that only involves 3 ingredients, and that's Cheerios, peanut butter, and honey.
All right, so those looked so good. I will definitely be trying those out.
I know, I love eating when I'm studying. What do you like to eat when you're studying?
Well, honestly, my favorite, I love protein bars. Cliff Bars are really good, but they're kind of expensive, so if I can make my own, that would be really great.
I'm pretty unhealthy. I like to eat queso from Qdoba.
Oh, that sounds so good. Well, okay, can you imagine having nonstop tremors, slowed movement, stiff muscles, impaired posture, slowed speech, and even having difficulty writing? Chelsea Moreno went out to experience how an organization is empowering Parkinson's patients by slowing down the disease's effects through its unique exercise program.
Power for Parkinson's is a nonprofit organization focused on improving the well-being of people diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and has developed a fitness program using the most current research available.
It gets them out of the house, it gets them around other people that know what they're going through, and it allows them to come together to build each other up through social events, through exercise, and just through talking to someone about it.
Parkinson's patients often have difficulty performing basic daily tasks, and it's classes like these offered by this organization that can help them. The classes all combine some sort of strength, cardio, balance, and coordination techniques to work all the different parts of the brain and help sync them.
People who see me and interact with me know that something has gone wrong, but they rarely think that I have Parkinson's. And then that's because of the exercises which get me going. Sitting, as you saw, sitting and standing are hard. But things are different for different people.
Parkinson's is a disease where the brain slowly stops producing dopamine. This causes patients to have less ability to control their movements, body, and emotions.
It might seem simple, but it's when you have a balance issue and a motor skill issue. Everything gets confused.
Power for Parkinson's offers classes all around the Austin area, and their schedule can be found on powerforparkinsons.org. Chelsea Moreno, Good Morning, Texas.
So I know Chelsea's grandma has Parkinson's, so I think this package was really close to her heart, and the program looks like it's life-changing.
Yeah, it looks like that can be really helpful information to maybe someone like our audience and their family has Parkinson's. Well, when we come back, your top news and weather stories, and a look at this week's weather forecast.
Keep it here for more Good Morning Texas.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. In our news and weather studio today, we have our very own Rachel Melanson to fill us in on the latest stories.
Austin Police Chief Art Acevedo has been reprimanded. Acevedo has been stripped of 5 days' pay after City Manager Mar Ott says Acevedo failed to follow a direct order. The order was to stop talking publicly about an officer-involved shooting case during the Internal Affairs investigation. According to a meme obtained by KVUE, Acevedo continued to speak publicly about the investigation into the shooting death of David Joseph after Ott's order. Acevedo makes about $207,000 a year, so his 5 days without pay will cost him about $4,000. Time magazine released their annual list of the 100 most influential people in the world. 4 UT Austin alumni are among those named to the list. NASA Chief Scientist Alan Stern, Ford Foundation President Darren Walker, PGA star Jordan Spieth, and UT El Paso President Diana Natalicio. Stern was the mission leader for the New Horizons spacecraft when NASA reached Pluto. Walker oversees the second largest philanthropic organization in the country. Spieth won the 2015 Masters and the U.S. Open, and Natalicio has led UT El Paso for nearly 3 decades, transforming the institution into a national model for the 21st century student population. Congratulations to our fellow Longhorns on these great accomplishments. Early voting for Proposition 1 began on Monday. In December, an ordinance was passed to require transportation network companies like Uber and Lyft to require fingerprinted-based background checks. A petition by the committee, Ride Sharing Works for Austin, gathered more than 65,000 signatures to override the December ordinance. Voting for Prop 1 will allow transportation companies to continue conducting standard background checks on drivers without the requirement of fingerprinted-based background checks. Voting against Prop 1 December ordinance in place and require companies to conduct fingerprinted-based background checks. Transportation company Lyft is providing free rides for up to $10 to polling places.
Rachel, so way to go UT, having 4 alumni on the Times list. That's awesome.
I know, that's so great. I personally love Jordan Spieth. I think he's so cute.
So stay tuned for more of our GMTX 3-hour special for 24/7.